The anime world is vast and full of interesting stories and interesting characters, but in this infinite universe I will choose 10 female characters that I consider to be the most badass. Everyone has different opinions concerning subjects like these, and opinions also change with time, but at the current moment I consider these to be the 10 fiercest female characters you can find in anime. I also don't care if this list is terrible. My end goal is for people to watch the shows that I recommend, and if any one of these characters can get you to watch that specific anime, I take that as a win. Like and subscribe, people. We can reach 500 this month.
To feel this kind of pain. I know I'm...
Opening this video, I'm gonna start with a newer character, and that is Frieren from Frieren Beyond Journey's End. One thing about Frieren is that when you initially look at her, you might not think much of her in terms of this subject. She is a very soft-spoken elf and has a very calm and relaxing vibe, but as the story progresses, you slowly but surely start to realize who and what you are actually dealing with, and you start to grasp the fact that she is someone to fear if you ever step on her wrong side. This was especially displayed in the dungeon battle when Frieren and Fern fought a clone of herself, and you could see how dangerous and unhinged Frieren would be. Full Metal Alchemist makes its appearance, and now that I'm making this video, I really want to rewatch this anime, but the character to get her flowers here on View with Ice today is Olivier Mira Armstrong. Aside from commanding an entire military base, she has exceptional combat skills. She's also the highest ranking female character to be revealed in the entire show, so that's got to count for something. She is also fearless, which can be seen when she teamed up with her brother against Sloth, and the few times she faced off against Sloth alone, which is just a testament to her badassness because she was nowhere near powerful enough to defeat the homunculus. Now concerning Naruto, most people would have chosen a character like Tsunade, but one character that impressed me on a different level was Konan. Konan doesn't have many feats. He has one big fight situation, and that fight is exactly why he is classified an absolute badass. Just the fact that he was able to push Obito so far to the point where he actually had to sacrifice one of his Sharingan to get the victory is something to praise. She had to do a lot of prep before the encounter and ultimately died, but she delivered a sequence of events that led to this being one of my all-time favorite fights involving a female character. My love for Fairy Tail ended years ago. Fairy Tail has a formula that I just don't like anymore, similar to AEW in a way, but while I might never watch the anime again, I can still appreciate cool characters, and Erza Scarlet is surely one of the coolest. My memory of Fairy Tail is somewhat non-existent because I basically stopped watching it 10 years ago, and I don't even remember what happened 2 days ago, so you can imagine how terrible I am at remembering things, but I still remember the aura that Erza gave off. I wish I could go a little bit more in depth or just reference something to amplify the reasons he made it onto this list, but you'll have to trust me on this if you haven't had the pleasure of seeing Erza in action. Fairy Tail may be somewhat sketchy to watch, but Erza Scarlet is the real deal. Big Mom is of course the strongest female character in One Piece. If I am not mistaken, Emu is still an ultimate mystery, so let's just stick with Big Mom. But while Big Mom is or was on top, I would still give Boa Hancock the honor of being part of this list. Boa Hancock of course also has very limited feats, but every time she's shown in a battle capacity, you just know something dope is gonna go down. She also has all 3 types of haki coupled off with a very OP ability. Boa Hancock is the complete package. Like even when she was in the situation with Blackbeard, she still came across like a total boss. I cannot wait for the day when we finally get to witness the full potential of the Pirate Empress. Levi Ackerman is the coolest character to come out of Attack on Titan, and it is only fitting that Mikasa Ackerman would be the female equivalent. Now, Mikasa is not as dope as Levi, but she's easily the closest thing to him. She's a certified titan-killing beast. She's a natural when it comes to fighting. She also comes from a bloodline of warriors with supernatural-like powers, which is why she has enhanced combat ability. Mikasa has a very chilled and calm personality. That is why I always say she's almost like the calm before the storm. Kagura from Gintama is up next. While Gintama can be a bundle of absolute ridiculousness the majority of the time, and Kagura can act very silly when the time comes to do battle, she is one of the most fearsome characters in the entire show. I mean, fighting is in her blood. Her father is a famous and formidable alien hunter, and her entire race is known for their power, so Kagura is definitely not to be messed with on a bad day. Her true nature shines the brightest when she is fighting for a friend, so most of the time we will see her goofy side, but trust me when I say she won't disappoint you when the time comes.
Yoruichi. 久しぶりじゃな、サイファン。
One thing about Bleach is that it actually doesn't have a shortage of great characters, from their designs to their backstories and sometimes even their gestal areas. Like, come on, we have the likes of Captain Unohana, which was actually a coin toss between my final pick for this video. Then we have Rukia, Soifon Rangiku, Hiyori, Nemu, Yachiro, Haribel, Senzomaru, and more. So basically Bleach has a stacked house, but out of all the female powerhouses, I felt I had no choice but to give Yoruichi Shihouin the spotlight. Yoruichi is one of those characters that makes you instantly get interested in the show when she makes an appearance, and almost every time she's on screen she does something surprising or impressive. And she is just so cool and skilled that we never actually see her using her Zanpakuto. For me, that actually makes her cooler than a lot of other characters in this anime because people spam their Zanpakuto ability all over the place. You will notice that in almost every video I have made that concerns this subject, Revy has made an appearance, and she is just 100% deserving because she just oozes that savage aura. Black Lagoon is not an anime that features any type of powers, but I would still give Revy the edge over a plethora of characters in the anime world. With her two guns by her side, it almost feels like Revy could take on an entire army by herself. Capping off this video, I will go with my second favorite character from Black Clover, and that will be Mereoleona. I don't even like to call her my second favorite because I basically like her just as much as I like Yami. Mereoleona is easily the most hard-boiled female character in this entire show. She is so entertaining to me that I wouldn't even be mad if they gave us a small spin-off focusing on her adventures. Also, she isn't just a mindless powerhouse, she's also an inspiration to all of those around her. A lot of people say Black Clover can be irritating because of Asta sometimes, but I can tell them Black Clover has characters like Yami and Mereoleona, so it would be absolutely stupid of you to miss out on the greatness. But hey, that is it from me. Like and subscribe. We are only 15 more subscribers away from that halfway goal, and I hope the ultimate goal of 1000 can be reached in 2025.